Hello and welcome to Patrick's Models and Transport. So, I've been using silver paint these days because I've been painting the water tower, okay? And there'll be a dedicated video to that. And seeing I had silver paint going, I've also been detailing this HO 187 scale Citroen H van by Praline, made in Western Germany, of the French Post, La Poste. Considering we have a sort of French setting as well as everything else, and I've always liked the H van, and this was just a very simple all yellow model with these grey headlamps, this grey plastic in the grille as well. I had a good look on internet. The headlamps generally are painted the same colour as the bodywork. I found a photo of a real van where they weren't, but painting them yellow would have been a bit complicated. So what I did, I used my old-fashioned dipping pen, here it is, to pick out the headlamps in silver. Then I also picked out the rear view mirrors in silver, the door handles. Here on the sliding door, I think I put a wee bit too much paint, I'll scrape it off with a toothpick. Petrol cap, rear handle, and also here the step on the mudguard, because that has chrome plate, has aluminium plating. I decided to leave the bumper yellow. I looked at photographs of post vans. Sometimes the bumpers are yellow, sometimes the bumpers are grey, sometimes the bumpers are black, depending on whatever they felt like in a workshop. But it's all one moulding, so I've decided that in this case here, the bumpers are going to stay yellow, and we're not going to worry about that. The same applies to the rear view mirror arms. They're staying yellow as well. The only thing that I still have to do, the only detailing we have, and I'm going to use a toothpick as a pointer. If you look carefully, here there are the rear light mouldings. They're square. The Citroen H has never had square plastic lenses for the rear light clusters. The rear lights were always two separate units, a red tail light and stop light, brake light, and an amber indicator on separate round plastic lenses. A bit like on an old Land Rover, if we want to, just to give you an idea. So I've been thinking what to do. Technically, the best solution would be to just use the cutter and cut this flush like that, trim that off, but I don't know how hard the plastic is. Filing it, I don't want to damage the bodywork, so what I might do, I might just that would be one solution, would be to pretend that this van here received more modern lights and just mark them red. Who cares? On the other side, I could, using my usual technique of the pen, simply make a tiny little red blob at the top, a tiny little amber one underneath, and that way they'll just stand out as separate parts. They're also pretty close together even in reality. So, but I'm waiting. I have to use different paint to do that, so I was waiting to finish the orange. So this will be a nice little addition to the layout. And I actually have a small kind of shop which could easily be turned into a wee post office, a very minimal post office in a village. And that's why I was after a post van. Also have an East German Post Trabant, so can double up this sort of multinational self-proclaimed Republic of Brunel, Chabellon-Crosti. It's a sort of San Marino. Okay, anyway, that's that for the moment. I have to hit the road now, to go out. Cheerio, and see you next time. And let's hope the postman delivers all the parcels and letters punctually. With this van, they cannot delay. Cheerio, and see you next time.